3 billion miles from the Sun, there is a heart. A vast, pale glacier in the shape of a valentine, stretched across the face of Pluto. Out here, sunlight is roughly 1,000 times fainter than on Earth, and even high noon is a kind of deep twilight. A radio signal from this place takes about 4.5 hours to reach home. When NASA's New Horizons spacecraft flashed past in July 2015, after a journey of 9.5 years, scientists expected a dead, cratered ball of ice. Instead, they found a world with mountains of frozen water, blue skies, and a heart that, in a very real and physical sense, beats. The ice inside it churns and turns itself over like a pot of slowly boiling soup, erasing its own surface again and again. Nothing this far from the Sun should be so alive. So what is this thing? Why is it shaped like a heart? And why do some scientists believe it may be hiding in ocean? This is the story of Pluto's strange heart. To understand the heart, you first have to understand how hard it was to see. Pluto is so far away that even the Hubble Space Telescope could only resolve it as a blurry smudge of pixels. So in 2006, NASA launched New Horizons, the fastest spacecraft ever to leave Earth, crossing the Moon's orbit in just 9 hours. The probe itself is small, about the size of a grand piano. It then flew for 9.5 years, more than 3 billion miles, to spend a single day racing past Pluto. The images it sent back stunned everyone. Dominating one hemisphere was a bright, heart-shaped region about 1,600 kilometers across, soon named Tombaugh Regio after Clyde Tombaugh, the farm boy turned astronomer who discovered Pluto in 1930. Fittingly, a small capsule of Tombaugh's ashes rides aboard the spacecraft, carrying the discoverer past the very world he found. Its smooth western lobe, called Sputnik Planitia, is a single colossal glacier roughly the size of Texas and Oklahoma combined, sitting on a world smaller than Earth's moon. And that glacier was about to rewrite the textbooks. Sputnik Planitia is not made of frozen water. It is made mostly of frozen nitrogen, the same gas that makes up most of the air you are breathing right now. It accounts for about 78% of Earth's air, and here it lies frozen solid on the ground. On Pluto, the surface temperature hovers around -235 degrees Celsius, only a few dozen degrees above absolute zero, and at those temperatures the very atmosphere of a world can fall to the ground as frost. Cold like that rewrites the rules of geology. Water ice, soft and slippery on Earth, becomes as hard and rigid as granite, strong enough to build mountains. Nitrogen ice, on the other hand, stays surprisingly weak. It bends. It creeps. Given enough time, it flows downhill exactly like glaciers do on Earth, oozing through valleys with the slow patience of cold honey. New Horizons even photographed nitrogen glaciers streaming out of the surrounding highlands and into the plain below. So Pluto's heart is, quite literally, a sea of frozen air resting in a basin of rock-hard water ice. And it refuses to sit still. Look closely at New Horizons' sharpest images of Sputnik Planitia and you will see something eerie. The glacier is divided into vast polygonal cells, most between about 10 and 40 kilometers across, fitted together like the skin of a giant honeycomb. Those shapes are the visible surface of convection. The heart is churning. Pluto's interior still leaks faint radioactive heat, and that heat warms the bottom of the nitrogen ice. The fuel is elements like uranium, decaying slowly in the rocky core. Warm ice rises in the center of each cell, spreads sideways, cools, and sinks back down at the edges, like wax circulating in a lava lamp, only unimaginably slower. The surface moves just a few centimeters per year, about the speed your fingernails grow. Yet that is enough to completely repave the glacier. Researchers calculate the churning recycles the entire surface roughly every 500,000 years. Scientists have found essentially no impact craters there, which means the surface is likely less than 1,000,000 years old, some of the youngest terrain ever seen in the solar system. By planetary standards, that is practically this morning. The churning heart does something even stranger. It carries icebergs. Scattered across Sputnik Planitia, New Horizons spotted hills of water ice, some a few kilometers wide, drifting in slow motion across the nitrogen plains. Because water ice is less dense than nitrogen ice, these hills literally float, like icebergs in a frozen Arctic Sea, breaking off the rugged highlands and riding the convection currents until they run aground in clusters at the cell boundaries. One cluster of grounded hills is named Challenger Coals, after the crew of the lost space shuttle. And along the Heart's western shore rise true mountains, ranges like Tenzing Montes, with peaks climbing several kilometers high, comparable to the Rockies. They are not made of rock at all. They are pure water ice, strong as stone in Pluto's deep freeze. The range honors Tenzing Norgay, who first climbed Everest alongside Edmund Hillary. Elsewhere on Pluto, New Horizons even spotted mountain peaks capped with bright methane frost, alien snow at the edge of the solar system. The question is no longer whether Pluto is geologically alive. It is why the Heart exists at all. Why is there a heart on Pluto in the first place? The clue is that Sputnik Planitia is a hole, an enormous basin sunk 3 to 4 kilometers below the surrounding terrain. Most scientists think it began as a scar from a cataclysmic impact billions of years ago, when a body hundreds of kilometers wide slammed into Pluto. A 2024 study suggested the collision was slow and oblique, less an explosion than a colossal splat, like a snowball hitting a windshield. Over time, nitrogen ice collected in that deep, cold basin and painted the Heart white. Deep basins act as cold traps on Pluto, so once the hole existed, the Heart was almost inevitable. But here is the tantalizing part. The Heart sits almost exactly opposite Pluto's giant moon Charon, and that is unlikely to be chance. Charon is about half Pluto's diameter, and the two sit locked face to face. Some researchers argue that extra mass beneath the basin, possibly a buried ocean of liquid water, slowly tipped the entire dwarf planet over until the Heart locked into place. A hidden sea, 3 billion miles from the Sun. Maybe. The Heart does not just sit on Pluto. It runs the place. Pluto's atmosphere is astonishingly thin, with a surface pressure roughly 100,000 times lower than Earth's, and almost all of it is nitrogen evaporating off Sputnik Planitia. Each day, sunlight turns part of the glacier's surface directly into gas. Each night, that gas freezes back onto the ice. The Heart inhales and exhales. Modeling shows this nitrogen heartbeat drives Pluto's weather, pushing winds that sweep westward, opposite to the planet's spin, and shaping the dark, streaked terrain nearby. Those gentle breezes blow through skies that would look strangely familiar, because New Horizons photographed roughly 20 thin haze layers that scatter sunlight and give Pluto a blue sky. The haze itself is made of tholins, organic particles created when sunlight breaks apart methane and nitrogen high in the atmosphere. But the balance is fragile. Pluto passed its closest point to the Sun back in 1989 and has been pulling away ever since. Pluto takes 248 Earth years to orbit the Sun, and as it drifts farther away, much of that atmosphere may collapse as frost back onto the Heart. A heart of frozen air, churning like a lava lamp. Icebergs of water ice drifting across its plains. Winds and blue skies powered by its slow breathing, and beneath it, perhaps, a hidden ocean. When Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet in 2006, many people wrote it off as a frozen relic. New Horizons proved the opposite. Even 3 billion miles from the Sun, a world can be active, complex, and beautiful. New Horizons itself is still flying. In 2019 it swept past Arrokoth, a small frozen world even deeper in the dark, the most distant object ever explored up close. And Pluto is just one of thousands of icy bodies out in the Kuiper Belt, which means the outer solar system may be full of strange hearts we have not seen yet. If this journey to the edge of the solar system amazed you, subscribe and turn on notifications, because there are more cosmic mysteries waiting. And drop a comment below, do you still call Pluto a planet? Thanks for watching, and keep looking up.